The much-anticipated 2014 Forester is here at University Subaru. Newly redesigned, inside and out, with sleek styling, symmetrical all-wheel drive, and maximum performance. Plus now 32 miles per gallon. Join us for the Subaru Love Spring event going on now. And see the all-new Forester. All-wheel, all-weather, all-wow. Available in mid-Missouri, only at University Subaru. The wise choice.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, May the 15th. We've got two topics today, the Greenhouse Theater Project and Cuba. Let's start first of all with Jeff Moran from talking about Cuba. Actually, you got back from Cuba a little bit more than a month ago, right?
About a month ago, yes. This was my fifth trip to Cuba, and this time we worked at a Methodist church in Pinar del Rio, which is the capital city of the westernmost province of Cuba. And this church was a little more well off than some of the churches we've been to. I've been to about 24 different churches in Cuba. Among other things, they had a video system to project to a screen outside because they sometimes have as many as 400 people there and they can't fit them all in the sanctuary.
Let me ask you this. Why do you feel so compelled to go back to Cuba so often?
Just the people themselves, like regular people everywhere, are so loving and generous. And if you go to Cuba, you got to be prepared to hug everybody 2, 3, 4 times at church or every time you see them. And they do things like this, I don't know whether this can...
sign.
Thing that...
what does it say?
Siempre estarás en nuestros corazones, which means forever you will be in our hearts.
Yeah.
They'll do things like this to make us feel welcome, and that hopefully we establish relationships with them that last, which is the most important work that we do. We do some physical labor.
Right. Now, you're going on a mission trip when you're going to Cuba. What are you hoping will finally come out of this?
Well, once again, building relationships is the most important thing, and so that there's probably people in Cuba that hate the United States because of the 50-plus year embargo of Cuba, and there may be people in the United States that hate Cuba for some reason, but hate is not part of our experience there. That the people accept us. We build these relationships that these people, Leo and Chai, I would willingly welcome them into my house in the
Don't
States.
you think part of the problem is with any group of people, if we don't know them and we don't understand them, we don't know what we're missing. And that's where hate comes in. You don't understand the other person's point of view. If we took the time to talk and try to understand what they're thinking and we share what we are thinking, we find there's a lot more in common.
Right, and that's the main purpose of the mission trips, which is still the main way of getting to Cuba. There's some other sorts of legal travel to Cuba, but generally the mission trips are where those relationships get built.
If people want more information about this, will you go and speak to their organizations?
Sure.
Okay. How would they get in touch with? How would they get in touch with you?
My phone number is 573-642-9749.
Okay.
And they can call me, or my email, I'll have to spell this out, is SCIMUSIC, because I write songs about science, SCIMUSIC@tranquility.net.
Okay. Jeff Moran, thank you so much for coming by and sharing your thoughts on Cuba and humanity, basically, is what you're doing. A good person. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Now I turn to Elizabeth Bratten PALMIERI.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
Nice.
Good to have you here, Elizabeth.
Thank you very much.
Greenhouse Theater Project, and you brought along Rob Glauz.
Yes, I brought along our Romeo because we are doing an upcoming production of Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, a week from today it opens,
We
right?
open a week from today, and we are collaborating, this is very exciting, with Artlandish and with the Root Cellar, and we are performing in an open-air amphitheater that is right in the front of these spaces in the North Arts District. So we're actually kind of collaborating with the whole of the North Arts District. So it's very
and
cool.
that's because you're very artsy to start with.
Yes, exactly.
So you're collaborating with the art
it's
district.
the best place for us to be.
So
yeah.
where is it going to be?
We're performing it. It's an open air amphitheater that is kind of blocked off by PS Gallery, Root Cellar, and Artlandish. In this space, we wanted an urban setting because our Romeo and Juliet is a fast-paced, edgy Brit Punk version, and so we needed
this is not the traditional Romeo and Juliet.
We are still speaking Shakespeare's words, but we've cut it down. It's going to run about 100 minutes. It's going to be fast-paced. It's still going to have the tragedy and the love and the revenge and all of that, but it's Brit Punk, so it's kind of early 80s. The space is offering us this use of garage door and rooftops and scaffolding and emergency stairways, and we're using it all. So
you're taking it out. You're setting all this up in the amphitheater.
Yes, it's all outside. We're using what's already there. So
Okay.
the set is already there for us to play on, and we're having a great time with
So
it.
Romeo.
Yes.
Romeo. How is this different doing the, what'd you say, British punk?
Yeah, the Brit Punk.
Brit punk. How is it different than traditional?
Well, I really love that we're performing outside because that's very much the way it was done originally. It's supposed to be loud. It's supposed to be visceral and in your face. And I think that the British punk really, really emphasizes that. People think Shakespeare, they think Romeo and Juliet, they think tragedy and heavy. But I think what I really love about this production is that we're really driving through that, and we're getting right to the core. And it's young love, it's exciting, and it's of course it ends the way it ends, but it's incredibly thrilling, and that's what I really love about this production.
So how long does it take to rehearse a production like this?
Well,
you've shortened it, right?
We shortened it. It's still Shakespeare, so you still have to train and you still have to work, and build your breath, and it's physically challenging to speak Shakespeare, and we're running the whole time. The whole cast is just moving, so you got to get them in shape. Yeah. But we do the whole thing in about 3 weeks, which is a pretty short process. And we like to do it because it's intense and it keeps everyone in it. And we rehearse about 6 days a week, and it's professional theater, so it's people. Okay. We want people to enjoy what they come see.
Romeo, I didn't ask you this ahead of time. Can you do 20 or 30 seconds of Romeo?
Oh boy, I'm not sure I'm ready for that.
This kid hasn't slept. He's in final. Let's give him a break here.
Okay.
But what I can say is we run 5 nights. So we open on a Wednesday night. We close on a Sunday night. It's at 8 p.m. every night.
Okay.
If you want tickets and info, you go to our brand new, beautiful website. Actually, he designed it.
That's why he's tired today.
Yes, exactly.
Romeo designed the website.
Exactly. The website is greenhousetp.com. And
Greenhouse TP?
TP, like toilet paper, but it's theater project,
right,
essentially.
Okay. Greenhouse TP.
Yes. And also you can find us... where else? Facebook. Go on Facebook. We have a really awesome trailer that they can view.
All right. Thank you so much for coming by. Pleasure having you here. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Youth Empowerment Zone fundraiser and Maplewood Barn. Our program directed by Travis McMillan, Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director is Zach Lawhorn, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. If you'd like to listen to this or watch it, again, go to kbia.org, sign up for a free podcast or vodcast. Bye-bye.